Hey guys, Peek here again. I'm back with another camera spot video. This one is going to be my favorite cameras for patch 1.06. The players I go up against when I use these on my stream in ranked is Diamond and Immortal players. So Immortal 1, 2, 3, Diamond 1, 2, 3. They have been working against those players, so that's the skill level I'm comparing against, not Radiant. Remember that if a camera gets shot, it doesn't mean that it's a bad camera. It's basically a transaction. You pay your camera for information that you know an enemy is there. So that's how I look at the camera spots. I know some are discovered, for example B-site far up, but it's a really good camera. So yeah, I got the cameras timestamped here for you guys. It's Ascent first, then Bind, Haven and Split. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Ascent A-site. You place it under the roof. You can place it further to the left if you want to as well. And it's very good because you can see into the chokes and then on site as well. Then we have the generator one. Place it up here. And this one is a very defensive camera because you wanna maybe play with one-way smokes or traps, and you can go for this one. A main. This camera here, place it from the ground, up in the arch. Now you can see enemies who are peeking, but also boosted. Also works on post plant. Here's the same one for attacker side. I kept it simple this time, because the other one on the corner, not necessary. Ascent mid. This one, you jump up on the boxes, and then you place it on the corner there on the roof. And you can see pretty much everything in mid. Then we have some attacker side ones. You can do this one attack side too, but it's mostly for defender side. This one for attacker side, we place it under the lamp, just like that. Now you can see market as well as catwalk. Then from B side, I usually go with this camera. You just jump, place it in the middle there, and you can see everything. Then we have the same one as on catwalk. That's in case you want to see deep into market. Then we have one of my favorites, up on the barrels, up here. Very good for defender side. Also works when you are attacking and you have taken over mid. B main. This one, place it in the window, the same one as normal. And you can see enemies in market, as well as if they're pushing. Then we have this one. You jump up on the boxes and place your camera through the window, and you can see sight. And of course, the same one for defenders. Place it there. Very simple. You can see rushes, you can hear enemies, and you can decide if you want to push or not. B side. I like this one above the choke. This one because I use a lot of one-way smokes, so you can see enemies' legs when they walk in, as well as when they walk to site. And then we have a really good retake camera that you place here. Really good for when you hold A and you rotate to B. Then we have the one that you place by the lamp here. You hide the camera a tiny bit with the lamp and it becomes a sneaky camera. Defender spawn. Place the camera here and you will be able to see enemies coming from B, or if they come from mid or rafters through defender spawn. Here's one that you can do from A. You just place it here from rafters. And then there's also an equivalent for attackers in case you are taking over garden. Then you go from here and just place it there. Easy. Now let's do some bind. A site. From A tower you have two nice cameras. One on the vents that goes there. With this one you can see bathroom and short. The next one is on the solar panels, right there. And this one was sent to me by a viewer called FNCJ. And in case you can't reach A tower, you can stand on the ground, jump, and you can place it on the vents. It's a bit more exposed, but it still works. Then we have one for A tower, and this one you don't need to be in A tower. You place it there, you see enemies coming in from bathroom and short, as well as lamps. Here's one in lamps that you can use at post plant if you want to hold for lamps. Very niche, but it's still a pretty nice camera. Here's one more for sight. Jump up on the boxes and place it right there. This one is very good at post plant because it's easy to set it up, and you also see all the choke points that defenders can come from. A bath. This one, place it there. You can do this one early, as soon as the gates go down and you can see enemies pushing for the orb. And then we have one for attackers coming from bathroom. Place it on the truck, and now you can see all the areas that are important for you when you exit bathroom. A short. This one has been in my videos before, but I like this one a lot because if you want to hold this area and it's attackers that are coming in from their spawn, they need to walk in order to destroy it. And here's the version from the attacker side. Place it a bit closer to the left side wall, that way you can see into heaven. Just like that. Be short. Place it on the teleporter and now you can see enemies that are pushing in to rush, or if they want to duel. And then if you skip that camera, you can place it on the lamp and then you see enemies in B window. If you want to play aggressive in B window, use this camera here. You place it next to the teleporter and you see enemies sneaking in. B site. Favorite camera in hookah. You crouch and place it there. Now the camera is going to be right above enemies and it's an awkward angle for them. But you see enemies when they walk in and you can shoot them. Then we have some more cameras that use it with this box. Place one here on the solar panel. You can see right into hookah, as well as enemies walking from long to elbow or side. Then we have another one that's very far up. You gotta stand on the box, aim right there, and then jump and you place it. Now you have a camera that can see into B window, long, sight, elbow, everything. Here's another one that you place far up. I use this one a lot when I play for elbow. You can see enemies from long as well as enemies coming out from hookah. There's a very defensive camera on long. You place it right above there and now enemies need to walk in order to shoot it. E long. Place the camera here. And this one is a very common camera. Enemies will shoot it sometimes. Let's see it like a transaction. You use the camera to see if enemies are coming B long or not. Then we have this one, which is a bit more protected, but allows you to see both plant spots that are typical in ranked. And last but not least, let's use this one for attackers that you use when you want to peek B long. Then we have Haven, A site. Here's my favorite retake camera. You place it there, and you see enemies behind the corner, sight, the window, and you can retake it with confidence. Then we have one in window. You crouch and place it there. A bit sneaky, hidden, and you see everything that you need for the chokes. If you want a bit more greater vision, go to the edge here and then turn around and use that wood piece there. Now it's no longer blocked by the rocks, but it's also more exposed. And then we have the master camera above A short. Place it there. You see enemies coming in. It's a very defensive camera, but it does a great job. And then we have a new one. If you want an early peek in sewers, place it there. Very simple. Mid. Place it on the box. And you see enemies who want to aggro through garage, or if they're pushing from B. C site. Now this one is not on C site, but you see the site, and you can look for duels. Then we have more for defender side here. Jump up on the logs, and then on the box. Aim up here. And now you can see if enemies are aggressing from C long, or if they come from garage. Here's a very nice defensive camera. Place it up there. And now you see enemies that are running in. If you want a good camera to do one-ways with, then you go with this one. Place it there. You can see enemies very early when they aggress. And the same goes with this one. But this one is also hidden by the fire. And that's it for Haven. Let's do some split. A site. Got the same one as usual here. Place it on the lamp. And now you can see enemies coming from ramp, if they're going out rafters, ropes, or coming from defender spawn. Then we have a new one. Place it on the tower, far up. And now you can see enemies that are coming from screens, main, rafters. And you have a lot of good vision here. Then this one I use a lot versus enemies that are rushing on A, or to see if they're coming A early. It can be a bit tricky to put it up first, but when you get it, you're gonna like it. You can see enemies right in spawn. A main. Jump up here, and then aim to the gray block, and jump to place it far up. Now you can see enemies in heaven, ramp, as well as main. In case you're afraid of enemies holding close in main and rushing you, go with this camera. This one will allow you to see enemies that are preparing to rush you or holding with shotguns. Mid. This one, I'll place it above the boxes, and now I can see mid mail as well as vents. Then we have the one behind us, the tree. It's a bit sneaky, place it there, and you can shoot enemies very easily. You can also do it from the other side, and you place it like this. B side. When I want to hold for B tower, I usually go with these two. The first one here, this one is a bit more aggressive into the mid mail, but you can also go a bit more defensive by placing it over here. This way enemies need to walk in order to shoot it. Then we have the classic one. You go on the box here and then place it far up. This one sees the enemy's legs before they can see the camera, and it allows you to go for one-way cages and outplay the enemies completely. E-garage. Place the camera here, and this one is very good to see if enemies are rushing you, and this way you can go for a flank. For attackers, place it down here, or you can place it further up. This is just one of the many examples, and you can see it like this. And then we have a bit similar one in case you don't want to go that close, and you can place it there. And now you see enemy's backside. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.